joining us for yet another episode of the Faces of ALX SE show. Here we're all about telling the amazing stories of our learners, our graduates, and our alumni from our programming and development programs. If you don't know, we have our 6 months ALX backend program, we have our 6 months ALX frontend program, we have the 8-month ProDev program, and we have the 1-month ALX AI Starter Kit program. So you are not short of choices. And if you want to keep up with these stories, if you're looking for a dose of inspiration, make sure to follow us across all social media. We are everywhere. We're on X, we're on LinkedIn, we are on Substack, we are on Spotify, we are on YouTube, we are on TikTok. We are literally everywhere. So if you're looking for a dose of inspiration, then you are at the right place. Today, I'm joined by an amazing young lady, Lindsey Kukunda. She has been so active in our AI community. And I don't want to say so much. It's time to hear straight from the horse's mouth. Hi, Lindsey. How are you?
Hi, the horse is here. I'm fine, thank you.
Straight from the horse's mouth. Lindsey, you have been super active. It has been amazing to just see how much passion you have for AI. And before we even go into that, let's just know who is Lindsey.
Well, Lindsey is a woman who has a lot of skills and does not like to be put in a box. I believe that I only have so many trips around the sun. I don't even know if I have today's trip around the sun. I could die tonight. And so I like to do everything that I don't want to waste any of my talents. So I'm a writer, I'm a journalist since 2009. I am a content creator, I'm a digital security trainer, I'm a human rights activist. And
Wow.
for about 4 years, I was very active in singing, dancing, and acting on stage. So I also let that part of me come out very heavily until I could no longer balance it with my career. But yes, that is Lindsey. Oh, I'm also very passionate and driven. And I would say I don't want to brag, but I'm extremely creative. Like I just have all these ideas in my head and I want to pour them out on the spot. So yes, I am a very creative individual.
It comes out very evidently. You are literally a ball of creativity, a singer, a dancer, a word, everything. It really just like shines through. So let's talk about how you even before you start your AI journey, how did you hear about the ALX AI program, and what is it that pulled you in to apply to the program?
Well, okay. Well, there I was one fine day, sitting down, pondering midlife crisis, and I got an email. Someone sent me an email, a relative, saying, "Hey, I think that you should check this out. You would be interested." And literally, I'm like, "Fine, why not? I might as well." And I click, and I apply, and I get accepted. And straight from the beginning, for me, there is no transition. I'm here or I'm there. I moved from here to there. I was hooked on the spot. And yeah, all my energy then just began pouring into this artificial intelligence starter kit. And that's how I heard about it. Just a random link, one random day when I didn't think about AI at all.
Amazing. And some people are always, when people hear about AI, it sounds like a very huge word, and people are afraid about it, like, oh, I need coding skills, I need programming skills. This one is for techies, this one is for tech engineers and tech geeks and all that. Did you ever have a fear, or for you just like, yo, I take on challenges as they come?
I take on challenges as they come. Bring it is my motto. If I have to learn Python, I'd be like, how long will it take me? A week? Okay, let me first learn Python, then come back here. So yeah, for me, it's I wasn't intimidated. If I don't know something, I want to know it. That's all. So if I'm ignorant, I want to stop being ignorant. And that's how I looked at it.
And you're a creative, and most of the time people are like, oh, AI are coming for our jobs, AI are doing this, AI will take creative jobs, AI will do all the the graphic design, AI will do all the music writing. On as a creative, have you ever had that fear, or what is your outlook at AI and how to leverage on it?
I think that I think that people are worried about nothing. I think that they should be learning AI because AI is what is going to enhance the work that they are doing. I don't think it's possible today for AI to completely replace human beings because how it works is by using AI, we are training AI, yes? And it starts becoming more human based on how we are training it. But we're not speaking with AI. We're not moving with AI. It's not a person whose hand we're holding. So those are crucial human skills that AI is not about to get. For me, that's what I observed today. Like, even if I have AI mimicking something, or you look at a video, you can see that it's a fake because of the cadence. It sounds robotic because the person is not moving at all. They're like this, and only this area is moving. So no one has anything to worry about. You just need to learn how to apply AI to whatever it is you're doing. And another mistake that people make is thinking that AI should do everything and can do everything. That is not true. A lot of the work is still on you to tell the AI exactly what it is that you want to get the right output. Because sometimes it gets things wrong a lot of the time. And I get frustrated. Like last night, I told ChatGPT, you just wasted my time for 2 hours because you said these were free and they're not. They all have paywalls. so even then, AI cannot replace you. You need AI if you
Exactly.
want to become
Exactly.
independent.
They say AI will not replace you. You will be replaced by people who learn how to use it. Your peers who learn how to leverage on AI. The ones who are going to replace you, not AI. The ones who acquire the skill. All right. So take us through your experience, Lindsey, in the AI program from onboarding. It's a 1-month program. It's very intense. Daily projects. From onboarding. Some of the projects that you went through. Some that stood out for you.
Well, something that stood out for me was learning how to write a prompt properly. Before, I would say, I want you to generate an image of a girl and a dog in a sea of flowers. But now I'm more specific. I want the light to be coming from here. I want the camera to be in this direction. I want the background to be like this. I want that. And then I will even ask the AI, do you have any suggestions as to how to make this vision more enhanced? And we go back and forth like that. So learning how to write the prompts properly has really helped me. Another example is applying for a job, for instance. So if I wanted to tailor my CV, before I would just drop the CV in there and say, enhance my CV for this job. No. Now, now I will go bullet point by bullet point by bullet point to enhance the CV for that job. And it actually takes a lot of time. And sometimes I get frustrated, like, what's the whole point of you being an AI if I'm going to go through all of this? But I have to go through all of that because I want it to be perfect. Yes. And also another thing that I learned was the importance of quantifiable metrics in AI. I did not know that I could quantify creativity. It was amazing for me. And in the end, my CV, depending on whatever job I'm looking for, does look like I know what I'm talking about. And I think, man, if this CV appeared before my desk, I would want to meet this person. It looks really good. Pat on the back. Well done, me and ChatGPT. What else? What else? The intensity of the work. I underestimated how intense it would be, especially as we go along. I don't. The last round of tests I did, the last test I did, the instructor is like, you know, this is going to be a little bit lengthy. What a liar. I spent forever and ever And the more I worked, the more questions I answered, the more products I did, the more I clicked submit, the more kept coming. I was going mad. And by the time I finally clicked submit, and I didn't care if I got 30%, I was like, I am finally done. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. But what was the lesson I learned? I waited until the last minute. I assumed that it's something I would do in 3 hours. I was wrong. That's when I learned that going forward, I have to put aside at least 2 to 3 days to do this work. I have to actually learn time management to do this work so that I don't exhaust myself, because you can exhaust yourself. Actually, you can become useless the next day for any tasks because you've spent a lot of time doing this work and submitting your work. So yeah, I underestimated the intensity of it. I underestimated how much I would have to incorporate time management into how I do everything that I do. Another thing that I like is that it is Afrocentric. So I've done a lot of work in my human rights work with foreign donors. And it is exciting for me to see Africans building something for Africa, you know, and being part of an African community. And I love to be a part of something like that. I've actually formed something already, a hub called Artificially Intelligent Africans, where I'm collecting as many African technologists as possible with varying degrees of skills in technology. So also like what ALX is doing. But here, I and two other people, we post job openings, we post opportunities, we ask for help, because every expert is in there in one place in that hub. So I also have expanded my network across the entire African region. Yes.
Amazing, amazing. It seemed like you had a really good time. Interesting, some fun and some frustration.
Yes.
F squared combined.
Yes.
All right, perfect. So let's talk about the community aspect. When you get into the AI program, you are learning alongside peers from across Africa. Have you been able to make connections? Did you reach out to anybody, or was it a one-man show, one-woman show? Lindsey and Lisa facing front.
I would say that I feel what I've observed so far is that for a lot of the other students, beg your pardon, it is a one-woman or a one-man show. There are very few people who want to actually network. And I found that a bit frustrating. Like the first thing you'll hear, for example, is, it's always the first thing is, let's share WhatsApp numbers. I'm always like, no, we have a community set up so that we can network. Why are you setting up separate WhatsApp communities, which in the end are just going to be spam once you're done with this particular course? And that's it. So I feel like students are underestimating the importance of the communities in ALX, because they want to stay inside a comfort box. And WhatsApp, for me, as a digital security trainer, is one of the most dangerous comfort boxes there are, because it leads to no productivity whatsoever. There's no work done on WhatsApp. Someone will share links, you're not going to click that link. But if you're in a community like Discord or an ALX hub, you will pay attention to what people post, as opposed to having something on your mobile phone that's competing with 13 other communication apps. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So for many students, they need to learn that it should not be a one-man show. They want to get their certificate and go. They don't want to, I'm a teacher, been teaching a long time, I'm training a long time. And I learn the most from the people that I'm teaching and the people that I'm training.
Mhm.
I don't want to be alone. So if I'm not seeing what my my peers are doing, what am I learning?
Mhm.
I'm just coming with what I already have.
Yeah.
What's me? How am I benefiting? And I feel like as students, we need to realize that we learn from each other. It's not just a program.
Mhm.
We also learn other things from each other. So you
Mhm.
shouldn't just come in to do well and get your certificate and be quiet. So you can find that in the community, there'll only be about 4 active voices, and
Mhm.
there are 28 to 50 people, and you don't know where they are. They're just not there. And I feel like by the time you're done with the program and you've gotten your certificate, you've missed out on the most important thing, the community.
Mm. True.
You're just gonna you haven't grown. You're not going to grow.
True.
Yeah, you're not gonna grow. That's what I think.
That's a really good tech. Yeah, because I know they haven't been very talkative on Discord. I don't know if they're on WhatsApp or where you find like, yeah, they're there following, but they're a bit quiet. And that's a good tech from you. You know, you are going to get the certificate, but you're missing out on something very important, community and lifelong connections and networking and all that. Amazing. So Lindsey, what will you say is the place of AI in the life of a creative? So a creative like you will be listening to Lindsey. It's like, I do my singing, I do my karaoke, I do my painting, my canvas here and there. I go for concerts, I'm an illusionist and all that. And they're like, talent is inborn. I can sing. So where's the place of AI in all this? I can draw on my canvas. Why should I embrace AI? What will you advise a creative out there listening to is like, so what is the place of AI for
I can
creative?
give practical examples actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to integrate existing digital tools with AI. I don't depend on AI alone.
Mm-hmm.
So an example is I have a sister who is not in the country, whom I miss. And so
Mm-hmm.
I thought, I'm going to use AI to show her I miss her, as opposed to writing an email.
Oh, wow.
So I got lyrics from a song. I went to Udio and I chose country for those lyrics. I didn't have AI generate the lyrics for me. I
Mm-hmm.
put my own lyrics with their own meaning.
Mm-hmm.
And when I had gotten the right output that I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
then I got very many different pictures of her.
Oh, wow.
And then I went to Movavi Video Editor, where I uploaded the output from Udio. I uploaded her pictures, and then I made a music video, literally. So it's pictures of her with the person singing, sister, la 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 la, sister, all of that. So that is something that you can do to communicate. You can make a music video in less than 30 minutes, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what else is there? As a creative.
It sort of just makes work easier. Initially, like a graphic designer, you have to like put every element one by one, find lines, lighting, what. But now with AI, you can use prompt. You talked about prompt engineering. It's sort of like, yes, nobody can take away the creativity. Like they can copy your style, but they cannot copy your creativity. So the creativity is you, only that AI just makes it easy. Instead of like spending 1 hour working on a graphic design, the way you said a song, you created a song within 30 minutes.
A whole
Initially, you have
video.
to book a studio session, then you have to go in, sit the whole day with the sound engineer, trying to figure out the correct tune. And so it's sort of like just, I think makes it easier, complements, allows you to focus on the most important thing, which is like ideation and thinking and
And it also allows you to be creative, to think outside the box. So I ended the video with something else I used AI to make. I miss you. Very beautiful imagery with ChatGPT. So that's how I integrated AI with existing digital tools. But even with AI itself, I like to create content every single day. And now I'm actually now an AI content creator. It's now on my CV. And
You're now AI expert.
expert. And I want to teach people now going forward. I've done enough. I've shown off what I've learned. Now I want to teach people because when I share some of my work, friends are like, oh my God, how can I do this for my daughter? How can I do this for my son? How can I show my husband I love him? So I thinking I need to start teaching people how to do that, which I think is what, as students, we should be thinking, not just when I say come in thinking about ourselves only, how are we going to be of service to our community?
Give back.
We're just going to keep this knowledge to ourselves? Why? No, find a way to share it and find a way to help other people grow who don't have the time to join an ALX program.
Amazing. Now that you graduated successfully from the program, what is the one tool? What was your favorite tool that you learned from the program?
Oh man, that's such a difficult question.
Okay, you can mention several.
Okay, I like, of course, I love Leonardo.ai, but it needs a lot more training because it never gives me the output I ask for. But what it does give me, it gives me at least 30 pictures. And I'm sure to find something I like from there. I like ChatGPT because of its ability to cite sources if I'm doing work. Its ability to give me suggestions like, hey, do you want me to input this in this format, or do you want me to help you generate a matrix that suits this? And I'm always like, yeah, sure, do your thing. Yes, I like ChatGPT. I like Notebook LM because if somebody gives me a 52-page document that I have to read, before I actually had to read it. But now with Notebook LM, I'm going to have Notebook bring me only the important things that I need for the task that I have to do. I also like Napkin because it turns words into images and into visuals. So I love using Napkin as well. So I love the productivity tools for work because I'm still working. And I love the content generation, the image generation tools. Because for me, they have led me down a path I did not even know existed. And I'm just looking forward to seeing what's at the end of that road.
Amazing. What is the end of that road? What is next for Lindsey? What is next for Lindsey now? What are you looking forward to? What's, put it out there. Are you looking for collaborators, for jobs, funders, for grants, for what? What are you working on? What's the next chapter?
I am looking to be a consultant in all of my different fields, but also one who is known for integrating AI into a lot that she does, because I think it's very dangerous today, very dangerous to ignore AI. You have to know how to use it. And the more you use it, the better you get at it. The more you realize just how much you need to learn how to use it. So I incorporate AI into all of the work that I do. But I also want to open up a new career path with this content generation thing, because I would not have called myself an artist before. But now I can call myself an artist because I am one and the evidence is there. So that's a whole new job. So as someone who has worked in media and communications and digital security, AI will manage to blend everything that I do together and sync it all perfectly. Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Lindsay, it has been such a joy speaking to you. Your energy, your passion, your optimism, it just oozes through your
Thank
personality. The
you.
positivity from you just flows out, and your passion for impact and giving back and, just blessing the world with your awesomeness shines through so brightly. It has been amazing. I hope you have been inspired by Lindsay's stories. Guys, there is a place for everyone. AI, whether you're creative, whether you're a techie, whatever it is that you do, whatever field, there's something that you can gain from that. I've been your host, Joya Teno. Until next time, remember to always stay safe and be kind to everyone.